So I'd like to take a minute to talk about something I find terrifying. For over a decade, this YouTube channel has been dedicated to documenting, explaining, shouting from the rooftops about the idiocy of the military-industrial complex. It is all fraud. I have respect for, people who go volunteer to fight or whatever, but the United States is a revisionist power. We have been for 30 years. We go around the world starting fights to justify our defense budgets. It's transparently obvious. And the thing that always gave me hope, the thing that keeps me going, frankly, is the understanding that actually, the Pentagon, the whole military-industrial complex is not that important a part of our economy. It's like a small amount of money, and it should be possible. I thought it was possible to convince people that this crap we're doing that costs us trillions, that kills millions, that makes the United States more insecure was something you could just finally convince people out of. Unfortunately, over the past decade, I've been watching another locus of fraud. And this locus of fraud is, of course, Silicon Valley, a industry that brought us marvels, 10, 15 years ago. And it has eaten up a ton of our economy. It is now the most significant sector in our economy, in the world economy. So much relies on it. And it hasn't provided anything since the initial social networking, and advertising apocalypse that it created about 10, 15 years ago. And it needs lies to justify its valuations. Crypto was a lie to justify its valuation for a while. Obvious fraud, obviously failed. AI, less obviously fraudulent, but clearly these companies are not worth what we are pretending they are worth. And the bloom is coming off the rose in pretty massive ways. It's becoming really obvious. So it's obvious, it's happening. You can see it with Peter Thiel, you can see it with Palantir, you can see it with Amazon, you can see it with Microsoft. They're now turning to the home of the largest fraud in American life. They are turning to the military-industrial complex. They are beginning to infiltrate. Silicon Valley is, making the Middle East wars theirs. They're making Ukraine theirs. They are going to supercharge and perpetuate the greatest threat to the United States, which is the military-industrial complex. I think we're kind of cooked. Maybe this bubble won't pop for another decade. Maybe it won't pop for a century. But what we've seen over the past 2 years is just the start. The Gaza genocide is just the appetizer. Blowing up Caribbean fishermen like some Filipino dictator is just with no due process. That's just the start. That's just the beginning. Things are going to get a lot worse, and I'm finding less hope than I used to have.